So now our oils are ready. They have been heated up, and they are at around 120 degrees. I aim for between 110 and 120. Our lye solution is about the same temperature. It's best to get your temperatures of the two as close together as possible, and within 5 degrees, and I'm talking Fahrenheit. And the warmer it is, the quicker it will mix up. So depending on how you feel about how scared you are of the lye or whatever else, you might want to have it a little bit cooler so it goes a little bit slower. I've done it as low as 100 degrees. It does take a whole lot longer to go. Anyway, so what I do, here's my oils, and you just need a stick blender. I pick them up at secondhand stores. Before I mix any lye with it, I put it in, I turn it on. That is to make sure I feel comfortable handling it. And then I slowly will add the lye. Now, when I've done that, just be careful, that's still lye in there. It could burn you. I'm just very careful with it. And be careful not to splash. Keep your mixer below the level of your solution and just mix it. We're aiming to mix it till it's about a pudding consistency. This is coming along nicely. This can be done by hand. It takes about 5 minutes, 10 minutes by an immersion blender, but probably an hour by hand. So if you can get one, you're much better off. As you can see, it is thickening up. It's not quite there yet, but this is the time to add any of the additives you're going to add. I'm going to add some tea tree oil. It's mainly for the properties of the antiseptic properties of it. I'm only going to put in about 10 or 15 drops. You just turn the bottle upside down and just do a rough count. And the other thing I'm going to do is add a lavender, and I'm going to probably put, we've discovered over time, you have to put at least 60 drops of your essential oil in to get the smell to sort of stay. Just about done. If you lift up your blender and you shake it around, it leaves little marks on the top there. This is almost done. And you can see. If it's too thick, that could be thicker, but I find if I want to pour it and do anything with the mold, if it's too thick, it makes it a bit more difficult to pour. So anyway, we have a mold here, and it's often easier to do this with a second person, but basically now we're just going to pour the soap into the mold. Now, all my equipment I just have dedicated for soap making. My spatulas, my wooden spoons, everything. You certainly can wash them. Basically, it's just soap, but I just feel it's probably better, safer that way. So scrape all the soap out. Cleaning this up, everything feels really oily when you're cleaning it, so you will notice. Take your mold. You can use anything for a mold. Give it a good tap. That brings any bubbles up, gets the soap well settled. And I have some lavender flowers that I picked from the garden that I'm going to sprinkle on top, just to make it look pretty.